Hey everyone, welcome back to Think and Dissect. On this channel, we do full match analysis where we focus specifically on shot selection, court positioning, and the decisions that win or lose pickleball games. Big thank you to RyanromanFotball for letting us use this match footage. You can go ahead and link down below. You will see the full match linked. And go ahead and give him a follow as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. 3.5 pickleball tournament. This is the third place match. Let's see how these players handle this game. First thing I will point out is that RyanFotball seems to be the youngest one on the court. So just by that observation, I expect him to be flying around all over this court and really exposing that advantage that he has. A high drop. Okay, and right off the bat, this player was not able to properly handle that drop. And what he should have done with it being that high and him not able to reach it, he should have taken a step back, a very aggressive shot off the bounce. Good job by the player in green shorts for doing that. Now that this has happened, you have to continue dropping to him in a tournament setting. Good job. Good job by the player making sure to keep them back for as long as possible. That's something I want to point out here real quick. That's tough to handle or to do against a much younger opponent. You don't want to get cute with it. Keep them back. You don't want to do this kind of shot and give him into the kitchen. You're just giving him free access to neutralize the point. You want to keep him back. That's what I wish he would have done, the player in the darker green shirt. You see how aggressive he is off this bounce shot. Ends up bodying Ryan. Good player back there. Just goes a little bit wide there. So they are going to drive, it looks like. Is he going to punish that? Nice, got it out. So it looks like the player right here in the dark green shirt, he likes to play with power. This player in the lighter green shirt, he is a finesse player, which he might be a little bit better. So if I am the opposing team, same strategy. If I am RyanFotball and his partner, I am attacking the player in the dark green shirt. He ended up going with the drive as well. And there was the backhand mistake. So now we know that he's not very comfortable with drops and his backhand is weaker than his forehand. So you've got two very important pieces of information. If this game does get tight, you need to go to those spots over and over. A little middle confusion there. I think they might be stacking. I will say, at the 3-5 level, stacking is not that important. Everyone's still around a very similar skill gap. There isn't anything separating it. If you have someone who's much better than you, which, I mean, Ryan, they are stacking the right way if they're going to play this way. Ryan does seem to be the best player on the court, so he should be playing on the left side. A slice dink. If you see a slice return like that, you need to go, depending on where it's at, this is very short, you can put a lot of topspin on it because their slice is your topspin. So when I see a slice, that is almost always a green light for me to drive. I can drive almost as hard as I want because there will be so much spin applied to that ball. So look at what happened here. Because of how much spin was on it, usually it hits the tape and it goes back down on your side. This has so much spin that it flies over and causes the player in green to mishandle the ball. Good recognition. Ryan is crushing them there. Just a serve that's out of bounds. Way to keep him back there. Didn't give him the chance to move up. Good job returning to the player in green. He was able to drive that over, but you know now that he's got one shot. He's going to drive at you. He does not seem to have the skills to be able to drop it into the kitchen and move forward toward the kitchen. In my previous video, I explained how important it is to get to the kitchen, so that is something that we will keep track of, is kitchen arrivals. Good drop right there. Great drop, and he's able to come in on it because it was such a good drop. It was returned to him high, and he's able to crush that ball. I really like that instinct to just go ahead and go for 2 hands on the paddle. Up and high, when you see it up and high, you want to go ahead and put 2 hands on it. You can get a lot more control and power on that. Embodies the player in dark green. Not much you can do there. Again, drops it, and look at this. They are moving to the kitchen. That ball was able to bounce, and they're able to get up there almost instantly in 1 shot. And it was returned high, and he's able to go ahead and crush that. Good job by RyanFotball and his partner in green shorts for identifying this weakness and continuing to expose it over and over. A slice. Remember, with a slice, this is your green light to go ahead and apply pressure by driving. You can get more topspin by applying topspin to their slice. He goes ahead and drops it. So he is crushing them on these 3rd shot drops, and then the 5th shot crushing the ball. So if I am the opposing team, I need to go ahead and return to RyanFotball as deep as I can, because the reason with that being, even though he's the best player, if you return to him, that means he has to stay back further in the court, compared to if you return to the player in green shorts, RyanFotball has a green path to start inching forward toward the kitchen. Let's see what they do. Yeah, good job. Not sure what happened. It looks like there was a ball on the court. These were good drops, though, from behind the baseline. He's just crushing them on those. So here's what I would do if I am the opposing team. Return it to Ryan, and if he's able to get that drop over, you need to start hitting it to the player in green shorts. You know Ryan is going to beat you with those. He's done it 3 or 4 times now. You need to have them win in another fashion. Kind of ice him out of the game. I like this right here. A lot of times, myself included, I will take balls out of the air right here. He goes ahead and lets it bounce. He's loaded up. He's in a very good athletic stance, and he's going to crush this. Ryan just hits it out of bounds. I like this a lot. So this player is really good at recognizing. He might be the 2nd best player on the court. He's really good at recognizing where it's going to drop. He's not going to take that out of the air. Look at what he's doing. He's taking a step back and getting ready for an aggressive shot right here. Aims it at the right person. You need to have somebody else beat you. Good hands by player in green shorts for getting that back, but he is able to eventually crush that. Let's see what they do. Good job. Unfortunately, just gets crushed. But they are employing the right strategy. They're going to make player in green shorts beat them now. So this is the right strategy. If you are a player that's getting iced out, you just need to continue staying patient and tracking the ball. It will eventually come back around to your side, especially if you're playing the left side. Good job getting that ball over one more time and just putting it away. Good shots right there. Just didn't work out that time. Very high drop. They need to punish these. And first of all, they need to do that by keeping them in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Again, that's worked over and over. He is able to be very aggressive on his drops now because, one, they're not punishing them super hard. He needs to roll this. Good job by this player for getting an athletic stance and getting all the way over. I would like to see a lot more power and pop on that ball, especially if you're going to take it away from this player who is, I would say, 0.2 to 0.5 skill rating higher than you. So I would like to see more power on that if you're going to take that ball from him. Good job by RyanFotball getting that back over and finishing that point. Good drop. Good job. So he has fully grasped the concept. He knows that Ryan is the best player on the court. He is going to go straight at green shorts and make him beat them. He just mishandles that, but he needs to they need to have a little conversation, call a timeout, and start changing their strategy. Oh. Man, that's what you like to see, though. Full out effort. Look at this. No regards. He doesn't care. He's going for this ball, and he's getting it one way or the other. I don't know if he was able to put a paddle on it, but good for him for selling out. We love to see that kind of intensity. Great shot. Yeah, this player in the lighter green is definitely the second best player on the court. I don't like this. This player needs to have a conversation with his partner. I know it's a third place game, but I would still be in that competitive mindset where I want to win, and this is also sets up good habits. I don't want him, especially on my forehand, taking that ball. I know it's a little bit on his side, but this is his ball on the forehand. Again, he keeps going towards Ryan's football, and he keeps trying to attack that backhand. He has shown you he's very, very comfortable with that backhand. So we need to go somewhere else. We need to start going cross court. He might just not be confident in his dinking ability, but it needs to change. The strategy completely needs to change because it is not working. Again, something I don't like either. So he returns to player in green shorts. You want to return to the better player in these settings because it will keep them back. I was surprised Ryan didn't move up quicker because he has not been punished as he's been moving up. He is able to put a drive on that and get a pretty short ball back, and now they are established at the kitchen. Good shots. Two hands on that backhand is really nice. Just doesn't work out for him that time. I like what he's doing here, though. He's recognizing the bounce. Oh, he short hops it. That's why. He's recognizing that this is going to be a high bounce. Look at the loft on that. He goes ahead and takes a step back. He's a little bit late on taking that step back. And then short hops it. Good recognition, just a little bit better on the footwork. You see what he's doing? He's going to that spot over and over again. What does he do here? I talk about this all the time. The third shot drive, look at where it's at. His feet seem to be behind the baseline. He has to step forward through this. And then he's able to get an easier fifth ball to try and drop, which he drops to the correct player, the player in the green shorts. Just ends up crushing it right there. Good job, good hustle getting that ball back, and they end up winning that point right there. Good play by player in green shorts for making that ball go over just one more time. Okay, a low drop. Okay, here we go. They're able to slowly start making their way up to the kitchen. Moving him around. Good job. Ooh. This player is starting to get very agitated, just dropping his paddle. So now you know you've almost got the game in the bag because of their reaction, their body language. So he's still attacking that player. High drop. Oh, he needs to crush that. Look at where this ball lands. This is one you need to take out of the air. I'll see if I can capture it in real time. This ball lands right at the kitchen line. This is not something you need to back up on and be moving your feet all over for. I like that he is aggressive with it, but that's one you need to take out of the air and work with the space you have. RyanFotball is still back. He recognized that was going to be high. They had the potential to be aggressive, but you need to really not let that ball bounce in the kitchen when you're like that. Our stable it'll win the point anyway. It's the small things, guys. It's the small things that separate you from levels. So that is something that this player in dark green can start working on and almost instantly improve. Take away the opposing team's time. That was a great drop. Great cross-court drop. Made him hit up on it. Got really good hands. Really good hands. Just serve that out of bounds. Great shot right there. Lots of spin on that, right at their feet and a little bit away from his body. So this is something that you can incorporate into your game. Look at this ball. Right here. He's not putting a whole lot of pace on it. It barely goes over, a lot of spin, and he's making RyanFotball reach for it. So it's not directly at his feet. It's a little bit far out, and the ball comes back very poorly. Why did that happen? Again, because he didn't go for a lot of pace. You don't need a lot of pace to win the situation. He just made him move, and he put it down the middle. So there must have been a little bit middle confusion too with his partner, because I'm looking at his feet, and either one of them could have gotten this ball. Great spot by that player. Let's see if these guys can get back in the game. Good job. Again, the instinct to be able to put two hands on this does not come naturally to everybody, especially not to me. He's just able to crush these. Again, this player, I really need to have a talk with him, or he needs to have a talk with his partner. Look at where he's at, and he's taking this ball from his partner with the forehand, who has shown to have very good dropping ability. I don't love that. He's out of position. It costs him a point. He sped up down the line, so I'm guessing he wasn't targeting earlier RyanFotball. It's just that's the spot that he's comfortable hitting is down the line. So he's just going to his safe spot. Good job by Ryan by taking that away from him, but he continues to go to it over and over again. And I get it. If that's what's in your arsenal, that's what you're going to run to, especially in a tight game like this. High drop. He's going to be aggressive with this. Just a little short. Great drops. I wasn't sure if that was in or out. Looks like it was out maybe. Good job getting that over. Oh, slightly too far. He's starting to lose his cool. He's starting to try and play hard instead of playing his slow game that he's so good at. Good drop. Something that I wanted to point out, it happened a little bit ago, but what I like to see is this is how you move people around. This is a good little battle right here. He's opening this up. Look at where the hole's at when it comes back. Look at where he's at when this ball is crossing the net. This hole in the middle is open. He sees that. He sees that RyanFotball covers the middle, so he pushes it out wide. This is a lot of skill. This is being able to read your opponent. Ryan, again, is just young enough to be able to chase down those balls. There's a space back here now next to the player in green shorts. He's not able to get there because Ryan is applying a lot of pressure. That was a good little battle there. This player has really, really good hands. So this was a great game to watch. It looks like RyanFotball and his partner were able to go ahead and take this one home. Something that you need to keep in mind is when you see a weakness, you need to attack that over and over. I know that they were in complete control of this game, but if it ever got close or was out of hand, I would continue to attack the player in the dark green. So great watching this game. There you have it, the full match analysis. You can learn a lot by watching others play pickleball, and I hope this helped you break the game down a little bit more. See what you can add to your game, take out from your game, and tell me, does your game look anything like this game does? So go ahead and like and subscribe because we will be doing another full match analysis very shortly.